Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and in this video, we're going to work on the cover for 4-Color 49, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We're going to do that real quick, but before we go to the video, I just want to warn you, stay tuned to the very end because I have an announcement, and we're going to talk about this book right here for a little bit, which I think is a book that another YouTube person referred to. So we'll check that out. Yeah, let's go ahead and watch the video right after this. Okay, cover time on this 4-Color 49 Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I think the first thing I want to do is give it a little bit of a dry clean on the white areas, and we're going to use this pencil top eraser that I have on the back of my X-Acto knife. We're just going to gently go over it, nice and easy. And I'm going to do this for about an hour. So I'm not going to film all of it. I'll just show you what it looks like once it's done. And then after that, we'll wet down the cover. We'll turn it over, wet down the cover, and we'll start doing some fills. And well, I'll use my methyl cellulose nanocellulose mix. It's almost empty. I'm going to have to mix some more on the inside, and then I will start doing some spot casting, leaf casting. So that is the plan for right now, and we'll see how it goes. So let me continue working on these white areas, and I'll be back, well, for you in a minute, maybe a couple of seconds, and for me probably about 5 or 6 hours, maybe longer, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to spray this down with some calcium hydroxide and betaine, not because I want to clean the cover. That has nothing to do with it. It's because if I just use water, there's a good chance that I'll wash out any calcium that I've put into the cover so far. So that is why I'm using calcium hydroxide and betaine. And I mean, we might end up getting some things out of it, but it's not what I'm really worried about. Let's pull this a little tighter, get the wrinkles out of it. There we go. We're going to put this on top, and we're going to flip it over. I want it nice and damp. And I have that piece on the top there that just came off. You definitely want to get that back on somehow. I should be using a pair of tweezers, but they're in the other room, I think. I could be wrong. Alright, just going to let it sit there for a little while. Let it soak it all in. Then I'll come back and squeegee it off, and we'll start doing a little bit of a leaf casting after I add some of my methylcellulose nanocellulose mix. And this is, like I said, this is very dilute. And I think I actually have some calcium hydroxide in there. Not going to swear to that, but I think I do. Alright. We will be back. Alright, I think that's long enough. I've only let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, if that long. I'm going to squeegee any excess off. I'm going to flip it over. Squeegee some more excess off. And you might be wondering, why has he got the top, or why has he got the cover out? Well, yeah, I'm not going to I'm not going to put that on there like that. I want even more. Oh, that wasn't good. Sometimes we screw up. That's all right. We'll get it fixed. I need that corner piece. Okay, what do I do with my Polytex that I had? I think I put it... I have to go get some new Polytex. Or some Polytex. I don't know if it's going to be new or not. Okay, it's not really new, but it's not really old either. I want to put that down on top of it. And then I'm going to take that piece of Mylar and put that on top of that. I'm going to flip the whole thing over. Let me squeegee off this. That won't be going back on for a while if it goes on at all. Alright, get my methylcellulose out. Notice I didn't do the other side. I'm just going to do this side because I have done it to the other side before. And apparently I lost that corner again. It's probably it. I just found it. It keeps sticking to the Mylar. I don't want it to stick to the Mylar. All right. I think that's got it. I'm going to put a little extra here, a little extra here, a little extra there, a little extra there, maybe a little extra there. I just lost a little piece. A little extra on the spine. And now for the pulp. I'm not really pushing it hard because I don't want it to squirt out all at once. I just want to get little tiny bits of it out. So I can fill those, fill the little voids. Down here. Up here. And I've got one here. Now let's do these corners. We've got a corner here that needs to get a little bit. Yep. Way too much. It's okay. I'll use it on the other corner. Take that, put it there. Use a little extra on that, on the spine end there. Same thing with down here. See, even though I squirted out too much, I separated it and used it all. Now for the fun part. And build this up slowly, a little bit at a time. A lot of water came out that time, but we got some pulp too, so that's good. Way too much. That'll do. I've got another one that I ordered that's similar to the ones that a few other of the conservators use, but it doesn't hold anything. I bought the one I got, but it doesn't hold enough of anything. It barely holds any pulp at all, so I can't really use it. I mean, it's good to fill pinholes with, I guess, but that'd be about it. I think I need a little more in here. Right. Alright, I put another piece of Kollecting down. And I'm going to stick this on here. Just for a couple of seconds. Just to get a nice smooth There we go. Now we'll put some blotter paper on it. Just flip it all over. There we go. Now we're going to flip the whole thing over. And remember, I still have a piece of Mylar on there. And that's got to come off because the liquid will not soak through the Mylar for some reason. I don't understand. And we'll put this one down. And off to the cold press it goes for about an hour, maybe two. Then I'll bring it back out, show you how it looks, and we'll decide, do I need to put more. At that point, it won't be completely dry, but at that point I can decide, do I want to use more of the furnish or not. Alright, it's been a couple hours. Hour and a half, maybe two. I don't remember. But let's go ahead and take a look. If we can, I'm going to set this one over on that side. See if I can lift this off gently. I don't think I'm going to need to add, well, I'll need to add more there. But I think that's the only place I need to add some is right here. So let me go get it, and I'll add a little bit more right there, and then we'll be putting it back in the press. Okay, I added a little bit more here, a little tiny bit here, a little more up here. I don't think it needs any more anywhere else. Yeah, I need some more here. I squirted it out on the puppy pad, and I'll pick it up with my micro spatula. Because I knew it was going to squirt all over the place. You see this side. Yeah, same thing on that side. It's a little translucent. Alright, let me go ahead and stick it back in the press for about 6 or 8 hours, or until tomorrow morning. Or maybe I'll change the blotter paper in a few hours. I don't know. Okay, let's see how it turned out. Am I a little bit worried? Of course. Why wouldn't I be? So far it looks pretty decent. Let's turn it over and see if we can get this removed. Turn it. This corner is giving me a little bit of a problem, but that's all right. And I just remembered the tear that I created. I never filled it, I never sealed it. So we'll be working on that too. All right, one more corner and maybe we'll have it done. I forgot to turn my light on. Oh, that looks good. All right. I've got a spot here that I missed, and a spot down here that I missed, and I could use a little bit more in the staple holes there. But overall, it's not too bad. I could have used a little more furnish here. I think what I'm going to do, you know, that sealed up. Not really. I was going to say that sealed up pretty good, but it didn't really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little Tingujo paper on this tear that I created, and then I think I'm gonna in those spots that I missed, I'm going to add a little Tingujo also, rather than wetting the whole thing down and reapplying. And I might put some Tingujo over these areas here just to add a little more strength to those corners. But this one I don't think needs it. This one is kind of light. Yeah, and this didn't turn out well at all. So, yeah. That's about all I'm going to do today. I'm not going to try to get it cut or trimmed or anything yet. I've got some personal things that are happening, so I probably won't do my live stream on Wednesday, and this will probably be my last video. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the Superman 14. Like I said, right away. I'll finish it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it this week. My next video probably won't be until next Monday. Possibly next Wednesday. I don't know yet. I've got some, like I said, I have some personal things I have to take care of. So once that's done, then I'll get back to it. And in the meantime, I won't do anything else to this until I can do it on camera. But I think that's going to be it for this video. I do have to get started and get ready and take care of what I need to take care of. So, I kind of mentioned it already. Probably for the next week, I won't be releasing any videos. I won't be having my Wednesday night chat. I have some personal things I need to take care of, and it's probably going to take me about a week to do it. Just wanted to give you a fair warning, so if you miss some, you know, if you're going, I mean, where is he? How come he didn't finish Superman? You know, that's the reason. I will try to get Superman finished tonight so it can be released on Friday, but I don't hold much hope for me to getting a chance to work on it. Like I said, I have some personal things to take care of, and it's definitely going to jump into my eBay time and my YouTube time. So, but let's talk about this for a minute. Jerry the Jitterbug in one of his videos mentioned having a book on comic book collecting. Now, I've had this one for since the 80s, and it's let's see, first edition 1983. I picked it up used, but yeah, I've had it since the 80s. And the interesting part about this is it does have a section. It's a small section and it's called, let's see, Comic Book Restoration. And it says, if one day you notice your prized Daredevil #1 has a mysteriously developed a corner tear or a cover tear, don't despair. Help is at hand. A professional restorer can repair your comic book. Of the many defects to be found in a comic book, most can be repaired, sometimes completely and invisibly, sometimes only partially and noticeably. And that's the first paragraph. And it goes on, and it talks about somebody that does restoration. I'm not going to give the name here, but they talk about things you use, how to repair a comic, removing and cleaning a cover. Remove the cover by taking out the 2 staples that keep the book together. Do not use a staple remover. Fingernails are best. Gently lift the 2 folded ends of each staple until the staple is fully open. Then push the staple out of the book. It talks about using a dry mounted press, replacing the staples in covers, mending tears. And this is the bad part, because when it says mending tears, it talks about using invisible tape, retouching cover creases, restoring cover gloss. Cover gloss may be restored by using methyl cellulose, which is available at drugstores. Mix the methyl cellulose with water to a gluey consistency. It can then be applied to small areas with a lint-free rag or brushed over the entire cover. Methyl cellulose is a sizing agent and will cause the cover to ripple and curl. This necessitates pressing the cover with heat. So if you don't have a tacking iron or a dry mounting press, do not attempt this repair. Talks about deacidification, trimming, erasing, taping. Yeah. Tape repairs are usually not recommended for restoring comic books. You may, however, use Scotch tape, transparent tape, or see-through Mylar tape for fixing books with no real financial value that might otherwise fall apart. No, don't. It may not have any real financial value when you're fixing it, but who knows what's going to happen in the future. Yeah. So, yeah, and that's kind of the way each chapter starts. So I think this might be the book that Jerry the Jitterbug was alluding to. And if that's the case, very cool. That's going to be it for this video. I probably won't see you again this week, but I will be back next Monday, and we will finish off 4-Color 49, I hope. I hope I get a chance to do that. In the meantime, have yourself a great week, and we'll see you the next time I'm on. Bye.